What up, boxing world? It's your boy, Boxing LJ, aka Left Hook Les, and I'm back with a new segment called the 3-Punch Combo. So basically what it is, I'm gonna hit you with 3 quick points. The first point is gonna be the first punch in boxing, the jab. The second point is gonna be the second punch in boxing, the straight right. The third point is gonna be the third punch in boxing, left hook. I wanna shout out Pops, who gave me that idea of the 3-punch combo. Y'all seen him on previous videos. We did the boxing year review, part 1 and part 2 together. Go check those videos out. But today, I wanted to talk about the lightweight division. It is one of the deepest divisions in boxing. And I mean deep. It is loaded with talent. Loaded with talent from top to bottom. We're going to start with what we call the Big Four. Of course, the unified champion, Teo Fimo Lopez. The WBC champion, Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia. He has some belt that the WBC made up. And Gervonta Tank Davis. There's some other characters in there, like Jorge Linares, Vasily Lomachenko. They're all up in the mix in there as well. But I wanted to focus on the Big Four. I'm also going to bring in somebody from lighter divisions, Shakur Stevenson, because he's young and he's growing into his body, so I believe he'll be at 135 very shortly. But let's start at the top. So, first, unified champion Teo Fimo Lopez. I know he's claiming to be undisputed, but undisputed means exactly that. There's nothing that anybody can dispute. You have all of the championship belts, and he doesn't. He has all of the belts except the WBC belt. He has the WBC franchise champion, but as Mauricio Suleiman has explained multiple times over, the franchise champion is just a designation. It is not the actual WBC champion. The actual WBC champion at the 135-pound division is Devin "The Dream" Haney. So until Teo Fimo Lopez fights Devin Haney, he ain't undisputed. Feel how you feel, but facts are facts. I'm going to say that again. Feel how you feel, but facts are facts. I believe that Teo Fimo Lopez is extremely talented. However, I believe that he thinks he's bigger than he actually is. Now, as I've told you all before, I am a man of faith, and the Bible says, do not think more highly of yourself than you ought. And I believe that's what Teo Fimo Lopez is doing. He is a phenomenal talent. He beat a very good fighter in Vasily Lomachenko. However, he's talking like he is Money Mayweather. And he hasn't done the things to be considered on the same level as Money Mayweather. He's only beaten, I would say, like 2 or 3 quality opponents, and he doesn't even have 20-something fights. So he needs to humble himself. Go ahead and try to clear out this division before he moves up to 140, because he's already talking like he wants to move up to 140 right now. which I don't think will be a good look for his legacy, because he's talking all of this about how he would destroy Devin Haney, how he would destroy Gervonta Tank Davis, how he will annihilate Ryan Garcia. Like my boy Boxing Eagle said, LSI, let's see it. If you think you can beat him, get in the ring and show it. Get in the ring and show it. I'm tired of all this talking in boxing, man. I'm tired of it. And, you know, people say that, you know, folks back in the day didn't talk this much. I'm pretty sure that they did talk this much, but because of social media, we have more access to it. I'm sick of hearing Teo Fimo Lopez talk about it. I want to see him be about it. I'm sick of hearing him talk the talk. I want to see him walk the walk. And I don't believe that he will walk the walk. As bad as I want to see it, I don't think he will. Because there was a video leaked of Teo Fimo Lopez asking Eddie Hearns, who currently co-promotes Devin the Dream Haney on DAZN. There's a video of Teo Fimo Lopez Jr. and his father, his trainer, asking Eddie Hearns for $10 million to fight Devin Haney. $10 million? Sir, you realize you are asking for Manny Pacquiao money, and you haven't accomplished 1/4 of what Manny Pacquiao has. So he needs to humble himself. I like him. I believe he has the potential to be the pound for pound king, but he's not acting like it. He's not carrying himself like it, at least not in all facets. Do I believe he's scared to fight anybody? No. I don't. Let's be very clear. I don't believe any of the top fighters that I just named are scared to fight anybody else. As we all know, boxing is a business. So until the business looks right, until they can make the most money, I don't think we're going to see the fights that we want to see as quickly as we want to see them. So moving on. Devin the Dream Haney. I like this young man. I like this young man. He wants all the smoke. He wants all the smoke. Shout out to Matt Barnes and Stack Jack on Showtime. Listen, that All the Smoke podcast is one of the best things on the internet right now. Y'all need to check that out. Listen, Devin Haney wants all the smoke. Line him up, he'll put him down. As I stated before, though, he is a businessman. He's been promoting himself since he turned pro with Devin Haney Promotions. You could tell he's making money. The boy got cars and mansions as if he is Floyd Money Mayweather. And speaking of Money Mayweather, I think Devin Haney has the skill set that most resembles Money Mayweather. His defense, I believe, is the best of the big four. I believe his defense is the best. People say he doesn't have power. He does not have power like they say Money Mayweather didn't have power. However, I disagree with that. I do believe that both Money Mayweather and Devin Haney have power. It's just they are more conservative with their punches. They pick and choose where they want to land, and they pick and choose where they want to land heavy. So I do believe that as Devin Haney gets older, I do believe that you will start to see more of that power as he begins to get more into his man strength. Because if I'm not mistaken, I believe Devin Haney is 21, 22 years old right now. So wait about 3 more years, so he's about 25, between 25 and 27. I believe you're going to see that knockout percentage increase. I personally think if I had to choose, if there was like a boxing super series for the 135 division, my bet would be on Devin Haney. It'll be a close bet though. I would place 2 bets, to be honest with you. Most of my money, majority of my money would go on Devin Haney, like 51%, but 49% of my money will go on Gervonta Tank Davis. Listen, he's another individual affiliated with Money Mayweather. Money Mayweather has been calling Tank a superstar for the past 3 years. And everybody is just now starting to get on that train after he beat Leo Santa Cruz. I've been seeing the superstar potential. I believe he is a superstar right now. So I'm sick of hearing all this superstar in the making. No, he has already been made a superstar. He is a superstar right now. Listen, his fight when he fought against Julio Gamboa, he was in Atlanta, in the same facility where the Atlanta Hawks play, and this was during All-Star Weekend. And during All-Star Weekend, he drew a sold-out crowd. A sold-out crowd. Gervonta Tank Davis did that. He had the likes of Stack Jack in the stands. He had Shaquille O'Neal. He had rappers like Lil Baby, Lil Wayne in the stands. Like, this man appeals to the masses. Y'all need to put some respect on that boy's name. And even before the fight in Atlanta, even before the pay-per-view with Leo Santa Cruz, he was getting honored at the Baltimore Ravens game. They was giving him a jersey the season that Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens, when he won the MVP, they was handing him jerseys, giving him the key to the city because he's from Baltimore. So his most recent fight was against Leo Santa Cruz on pay-per-view. Did good numbers. His fight before that was against Julio Gamboa in Atlanta. Sold out crowd during All-Star Weekend. Had multiple stars in the stands to watch him. Before that, he sold out Baltimore. Man, put some respect on that boy's name.
All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more.
And as you seen in that Leo Santa Cruz fight, he is more than just brute strength. He is more than just power. That man can box. And y'all better put some respect on his name. So, honestly, if there was a boxing super series, my money would be in between Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis. Moving on. Ryan Garcia. King Rye, as they would say. I believe he has the most speed out of the big four. But the way he's moving right now, similar to Teo Fimo Lopez, I just don't like it personally. You may disagree, but I don't like it. Like, he went on Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson, was talking all of this trash about Gervonta Tank Davis. I mean, he was talking like he was ready to get in the ring the next day. So this was after Ryan Garcia fought two-time Olympian Luke Campbell. And he was a gold medalist in one of those Olympics. Luke Campbell, who also lost to Vasily Lomachenko, who lost to Teo Fimo Lopez. Listen, Luke Campbell didn't hurt Vasily Lomachenko, but he knocked down. Allow me to clarify. He didn't knock out Ryan Garcia. He knocked Ryan Garcia down. And he is a southpaw, just like Gervonta Tank Davis. But he was calling out Gervonta Tank Davis like he just walked through Luke Campbell. Now, I am very proud of Ryan Garcia because after getting knocked down, he got up off the canvas. And he showed true heart. He showed the true heart of a champion. He bounced back and he dominated the rest of the fight. So hats off to Ryan Garcia. However, right after that, you go on Hot Boxing podcast with Mike Tyson and you calling Gervonta Tank Davis. I mean, Mike Tyson even FaceTimed Tank Davis and was like, hey man, this dude is talking major cash trash. And Garcia. However, right after that, you go on Hot Boxing podcast with Mike Tyson and you calling Gervonta Tank Davis. I mean, Mike Tyson even FaceTimed Tank Davis and was like, hey man, This dude is talking major cash trash. You need to fight him next. And Ryan Garcia was like, yeah, if you don't fight me next, Tank, your legacy is going to be destroyed. So I was like, oh, shoot, this fight finna happen next, because they both agreed to it on the podcast. Next thing you know, Ryan Garcia talking about he's going to be fighting Manny Pacquiao in a potential, and it probably won't even be for the title. What? There was even talks of that fight between Ryan Garcia and Manny Pacquiao being an exhibition. What? Bro, like, that is tripping me out. How you talk all of this trash talking about your legacy will be destroyed if you don't fight me next, Tank, but then your next fight, you was trying to make it with somebody else. See, that's that clout chasing. See, he's big on Instagram, and a lot of Generation Z, they troll. They troll on the internet, and they clout chase on the internet. And that's what I believe Ryan Garcia was doing. I believe he was clout chasing Gervonta Tank Davis' name, because he knew that Tank was a superstar, and he knew that that would build some hype up behind his next fight. Because my guess is the Luke Campbell fight didn't do as well as the Zone had hoped it would. So he needed to get more hype behind his name. Now, do I believe he will fight Gervonta Tank Davis? They've had this long running beef. So I do believe he will fight him. But he was making it seem like, oh, it has to happen next. It has to happen next. But then he drops that fight to jump into negotiations with Manny Pacquiao for a potential exhibition. Man, get out of here with all that mess, man. LSI, let's see it. That's my motto going forward in boxing. Boxing ego. I know you started it first, but I'm gonna run with it. Cause I'm with you 100% on it. I'm tired of all the talk. Let's see it. Let's see it. So we talked about the big four: Teo Fimo Lopez, Devin the Dream Haney, Gervonta Tank Davis, and Ryan Garcia. I believe those are like the Mount Rushmore at the 135 division. There are still some heavy hitters that could potentially be in play at 135. Like I said, Vasily Lomachenko, he's talking about making a comeback, even though he cried like a little baby, talking about he won the fight against Teo Fimo Lopez. Listen, Lomachenko, deal with it, bro. This is your second loss in less than 20 fights. Deal with it. They hyped you up to be untouchable and all this other stuff. But you lost. Fair and square. You can't blame nobody but yourself. You did absolutely nothing for the first half of that fight. And in the second half of the fight, Teo Fimo hurt you in the, I believe it was like the 8th or 9th round. So if we just going off of that, that's already 7 rounds to 5. You lost. Get over it. However, he's still a good fighter, and I would love to see him in the ring some more. I believe he needs to be humbled a little bit, and hopefully this second loss, humbled him. So Vasily Lomachenko, he's still a player at the division. Tevin Farmer, I hope he can bounce back from that loss. And also Jorge Linares is still a player. Yuriokis Gamboa is still a player. Richard Comey is a decent fighter, and I truly hope and pray that Shakur Stevenson moves up to the 135 division, because right now he fluctuates between 126 and 130. Oh, please, boxing gods, allow Shakur Stevenson to move up, because I would love to add him into the mix, because that would just make a beautiful round robin of the lightweight division. Man, that's pretty much all I got. You know, this is the 3-punch combo section from your boy Boxing LJ, aka Left Hook Les. Man, y'all let me know who y'all think would win that boxing super series between the Mount Rushmore, the Big Four, Teo Fimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia. Let me know if you think Shakur Stevenson can throw his hat into the mix. Let me know who you think would come out on top Let me know if you think any of them will come out with an undefeated record still. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I want to encourage y'all to stay tuned, because the next video you guys will see from me, I will be covering the Adrian Broner versus Santiago fight that comes on Showtime, February 20th, 2021. Also on the card will be Dominique Brazil fighting Otto Wallin, who gave Tyson Fury a run for his money. So I'm looking forward to Dominique Brazil's return to the ring after being brutally knocked out by Deontay Wilder. So I'm looking forward to his return. I also believe that Robert Easter will be on the card, so I look forward to his return after his loss to Mikey Garcia. Adrian Broner, AB, you know, man, AB about billions. That boy looks focused. See, everybody likes to talk about his downfall, you know, him getting arrested, him only saying he had a few dollars to his name, but that boy has been focused ever since then. They like to kick you. They like to kick you when you down, but they don't like to talk about when you up. I'm gonna uplift you, Black King. I am rooting for you. I know you have some losses, but one thing they can't say about you is that you are willing to fight anybody and everybody. Man, I hope we could see the Adrian Broner getting knocked out by Marcos Maidana, because that Adrian Broner was a problem. He was a problem. Adrian the Problem Broner. So I hope we can see him. I hope we can see him let his hands go against Santiago, because I believe that'll put him back in the mix at 140. And I would just love to see my boy back in the mix. I'll talk more about that next week. All right, it's your guy, Boxing LJ, aka Left Hook Les. Thanks for rocking with me, y'all. Stay tuned. I got more in store.